Assassin's Creed 2. I am your host, ShacklePoppy. I am joined here with our friendly Titan. How are you doing? By the way, on the last episode of Pimp My Villa, if you will look, I have indeed pimped the villa.
Is indeed.
All the towers and shit. The
You
villa has been indeed pimped the fuck out.
it will be almost as good as Fort Knox.
I don't want to spoil anything because I know for you this is like your first time ever actually seeing a playthrough of this game, isn't it?
Yes.
So, for the sake of my own sanity and yours, I'm refraining so hard from spoiling shit. Because I know what happens. I'm trying to be fair to you.
And I understand completely. You played it before multiple times already, and
I
have
done
not seen
many,
a hint of this.
I have played many a playthrough of this game. I know what's going to happen next at every turn. I think the only reason that I'm playing this instead of you is because you just don't want to have to buy the Ezio collection, which is understandable.
I am being
You're not
smart.
you are not trying to buy entire fucking buy an entire franchise, which I can understand completely.
It's
I understand
snowing
you. We are the
outside.
same. So it's snowing for you.
Weirdly enough, it is snowing.
Huh. Well, that was a point of contention back at the Poppy house while we were earlier this morning because there was flurries outside, and I was like, "Look, Okami, flurries." She's like, "I don't see anything. You're lying." The fuck? Like the fuck? Why would I lie about that?
I don't remember. She doesn't like snow.
I think she's tired of snow.
My dad hates the snow.
Actually, I don't mind it. I
Like
really don't.
Snow.
I'm weird. I like dunking people in snowbanks.
I like
Doesn't
very
amuse
much
me.
still for snow.
So, I know this probably wasn't something you did as a kid. No offense, you just seem way too fucking nice for this, but... So, there was a thing we used to do when I was a teenager, and it was basically, you'd walk by somebody and you decide that motherfucker belongs in that snowbank, and you just pick him up and dump him in it.
I've never done that. We had
Really?
done... Well, we had done something else when I was in, like, first grade. During
while I'm here.
recess. We basically did something
Actually,
similar
nah,
to
we're
a
not
scene
gonna-
in holes where we dig tunnels. And, like, we had bridges made of sand and whatnot. But instead of sand, it's
yeah,
snow.
dude, we had similar. We had something similar on
like
like
the
heavy
giant snow
snow
pile.
days.
The giant snowplow would just dig right through it.
I get you. I mean, my friends and I did similar shit. I get that.
We even had a
But,
giant snowplow as a makeshift slide.
That is pretty awesome, though. This is gonna sound weird, but we back in the day when we had like dangerous playground equipment, that was fucking awesome. Like back in the day when I was a kid, the monkey bars were like fucking 12, like not even 12 feet. Sorry, not 12 feet, but they were like 8.5 feet off the fucking ground. So if you were like, even as an adult, if you did these things and you hit the ground, you were eating shit.
Feels
Like
back
this
then
is where I
people
grew
were
up. Like
simpler.
you were
Leonardo!
not hitting the ground
It's you?
gracefully. You were eating shit. There's like concrete slabs,
I,
like parts
I
underneath
run
it.
into a bit of trouble.
It's Leo.
Let me see if I can
Leonardo.
help. I know how to fix it, but lack the means to do
There we
so.
go.
If you could just lift the wagon.
Yeah, just lift the wagon with my very strong
this thing,
muscles.
It looks like a giant bat. Oh, nothing. Just an idea I've been working on.
Oh
I
boy.
could not leave it behind. What is it for? Well,
Is that a
I
giant
shouldn't
bat
really talk
man?
about it. Al diavolo, I can't hold it in anymore. Ezio, I think I figured out how to make a man fly. Come on, I'll drive. But I haven't even told you where I'm going.
You gotta respect the imagination of a man.
No, I was saying I lost the remote, so I can no longer control the volume to my TV. This is unfortunate.
The couch probably swallowed it.
Maybe.
Venezia, such a beautiful city. So many sources of inspiration. Ponte di Rialto, Piazza San Marco, l'Arsenale. What's wrong?
We're not alone.
What's happening? Who are they?
Rodrigo Borgia's men.
Why? What do they want
Oh
with
boy.
us?
I think they want
They
us
want
dead.
vengeance.
Leonardo,
I think they want me.
I think I said vengeance.
I mean, I'm not vengeance. They're just being assholes.
There's looks like a man on the carriage. Two men on the
There seems to
carriage.
be quite a few of them.
Someone's on top. Just try to turn.
Sir, no free rides. Get off of my
Don't
carriage.
let the carriage roll over.
Cash, gas, or ass, sir. Nobody writes for free.
More than hitchhikers may be unwanted criminals.
I mean, these are technically palace guards, but yeah.
They're practically criminals in our eyes.
Generally speaking, I'm actually a criminal. I'm a very wanted man. I am a very
You're a
wanted
man
man.
of justice, though.
Vigilante justice, let's be honest. Let us not delude
Justice is
ourselves.
still justice.
Let us not delude ourselves with the nature of the justice I dispense. There is no court, there is no there is no verdict of innocent or guilty. It is just me stabbing somebody in the fucking throat and calling it good. He may not even have committed the crime, but fuck it.
Well, if their intentions are evil in the long run, then they must be dealt with.
Hold on tight.
I wouldn't say they're evil, I'd say they're actually quite noble, just different methods. Didn't the first game teach you nothing? The Assassins and Templars want the same thing, really. It's just the method they go about doing it is innately fucked. It's kind of wrong.
It's all about free will for the assassins.
Yeah, well, when you get free will and people just doing whatever the fuck they want, you know, then you got Templars going like, hey, you can't just do whatever the fuck you want.
They can do whatever they want, they just need some restriction, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, in the end of it, it's just, you gotta have a bit of both.
Yeah.
You can't be a
Gotta
tyrant,
in the
but you
middle
can't,
ground.
you know, yeah, you can't be a tyrant, but you can't also just,
It's-
you know, be fucking full stop chaos.
In the end, it's most like all about the morality.
Yes, I got him. I hit him with the tree branch. We did it. We did it, boys.
Like in that one movie that actually got his name.
Like every 90s, early 2000s movie ever.
Or any of those animated movies like Shrek.
Indeed, which also fits into those categories.
Well, then none of the Shrek movies never came out in the 90s.
I said early 2000s too.
Alright, I didn't notice, I forgot.
We're almost there.
Because it did. You cannot deny me the Shrek movies, my guy.
Indeed. You ever watched the video of Shrek about party games?
Yeah, boy.
Go, Leonardo.
I do say
You're
watch
here
out for
me,
that tree.
Not you. I'll catch up with you later.
Oh, I was enjoying the ride.
I'll do this like Jesus would. With murder.
Yeah, the big guy with the axe kind of reminds me of Pavel, and it's a shield though. Dark Souls.
Bonk. Ow.
Last words for your woman.
Bonk.
And these people just don't stay down.
I mean, he's dead. Bonk. I kicked him in the dick.
Their health is both a health bar and an arrow.
Yeah.
Where did I find that kind of clever? Jesus. Looks like your armor can protect you, big man.
Slash.
Ooh, I thought it was gonna be right in the dick.
Kicked him in the dick.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Just gonna go ahead and just slash his throat. There we go.
So I guess
That's
we're
one of the
walking.
advantages of. That is one of the advantages of both the knife and the sword, is that you can just grab people and just slit their throats.
I'll see.
So you know in the other game where you grab somebody and you just throw them? Yeah, no,
Yes.
this game you get options, buddy. It's like, good news, you have options.
Good
Oh,
news, you
what's the
get-
bad news? You have a
There
lot of
isn't.
options. You have a lot of options. Oh. Why is that bad? Trust me, it can be.
So many choices to choose from.
Unfortunately, it is something they got rid of in later games.
Disappointing.
Like, for example, in 4 in 3 and 4 they added like throwing and grabbing people, but only as like a counter method. I can't just walk up to somebody and go, "Hey you," and just grab them. I have to counter to do it.
I'm gonna stop right there. For a second there, I thought you were gonna say grabbing grass.
I wish, but no.
That's one way to
and-
touch grass.
Like, in Unity they got rid of the counter kill, right?
Yeah, I have seen that.
They got rid of the counter system entirely. No, see, there was a perfect parry, and if you perfect parried somebody, then it would... No, shut up, they got rid of it. It's not there anymore. The idea of the perfect parry in there isn't even really a parry. It's just it's like a half-second difference on when the asshole's about to attack you again.
It's just brownie points.
Pretty much. It's not good. Also, you can no longer use the hidden blades as weapons. Yeah, they get rid of that too.
What
You're
about
no longer
4?
allowed to use... in 4, no, you could still definitely use your hidden blades as weapons.
Good. Because I know I can do that.
Arguably, it was like hidden blade smoke bombs are like the best combo in game. I'm just gonna
It's like,
grab this
hey,
one
you want
with
to smell my
sanity.
force? Smoke bomb.
Well, no, like legitimately, if you use a smoke bomb in combat, everybody goes into a neutral stance,
Oh yeah, I remember.
so you
this.
can just assassinate them.
I just walk up and stab them in the gut.
That also means that, say, if you're raiding a brig and you don't want to be there for too long, and you just wipe out people on, like, all of the heavier hitters on, like, the deck, and it's like, oh, but I still have to kill, like, 7 people. Cool, I'm just gonna drop a smoke bomb and just fucking wipe people out that way.
But I once tried to sneak on to a boss, one of the legendary ships. They saw me and I got broadsided.
Yeah, you can't sneak aboard them. You cannot sneak aboard a legendary ship. You are also not able to board a legendary ship.
It was a good plan at the time.
Oh no, I'm not even joking. You cannot even board the legendary ships. It's basically sink them. That is your choice.
I thought I could, but instead
You have,
I get,
actually, you have
I
two
get a
options
full
for them.
Face burst of cannon fire.
Yeah, you have 2 options with them. You can either sink them or run from them. There is no boarding them. There is no Navy sealing them.
I have seen
Which
crazy people
you're
on
not-
YouTube to literally go next to them and then just leap onto the side.
I wouldn't. I would just attack them. It's easier.
And again, those kinds of people are like god gamers, basically.
Well, my only issue with that is that A, you have to get close enough to them to even do that, because here's the thing. You can't swim too far away from the jackdaw.
Yeah.
Because if you swim too far away from the jackdaw, you're kind of fucked. It'll just kill you. That said, are you familiar with the concept of the Navy sealing a ship?
Yes, I believe so.
Would you? I'm probably screwing this up, but it's basically the idea of you have boarded and killed the entire crew.
Why do they call it Navy sealing?
The idea is that you are coming out of the fucking water like a Navy SEAL and then proceeding to kill everybody on the deck. What'll happen then next is whenever you decide to, you know, shoot them with the jackdaw, it doesn't matter their level, defenses, anything, they just lose all of its health, and it's now able to be boarded. So, for example, if you want to deal with a galleon where it's like, hey, you gotta kill like 25, 50, anywhere from 15 to 25 people, congrats, you now only have to do the bonus objectives. Which is like cut down the flag or blow up powder barrels, that's it.
Which reminds me, I would have to say that the other most annoying ship to me, besides the legendary ships, is the fucking ones that they can turn and ram you.
You mean the brig?
Yeah, the brigs.
Dude, just use your explosive barrels.
Reminder. This was back then when I was still pretty much a noob at video games.
I should also mention that I have an actual strategy that sinks most brigs, if not frigates.
I was not the
Wanna know what it
smartest
is?
back then. Oh,
You want to know what it is?
Tell me.
Ram it. Use chain shot. Ram into them. Hit them with the broadside as you're with heavy shot as you're leveling out, and then as a parting gift, slap them in the face with explosive barrels.
I'll just get out of your way.
It's like leaving a shit on their doorstep.
Oh, I've done more than just leave a shit on their doorstep. I've also launched it. I've driven a car through their living room and proceeded to shit in their family bed. Like, I honestly, like, I have actively destroyed more ships using this method. And the thing is, though, is like the higher level you get, the better it gets. Because, oh yeah, I can't forget, while pulling away again, just go ahead and use your swivel guns. If it isn't dead,
yeah.
it's about to be.
Oh wait, it gets worse.
Use the golden swivel gun, so that way you have a full auto system that just fucking deletes all of the weak points. Or you could be like in Assassin's Creed 3, where the swivel you actually required aim with the swivel guns. So I don't know how familiar you are with the naval combat in 3.
I didn't even know there was naval combat in 3.
There is indeed. That is where it started.
Oh, right on.
So, for example, you cannot control the lift or fall of any of your projectiles. That is not something you get to do.
Ezio,
Oh boy,
here,
where the fuck?
over here.
I think it's up here actually, I don't know. So, you are unable to control the lift, rise, or fall of any of your projectiles. That is not something you get to deal with. The second thing is that it is just a blank slate. There is no weak point indicator for the swivel guns. You actually have to aim them. Let's put it this way: the controls are more manual than in 4,
Okay.
and there's less aim. For example, you want to actually do damage with a swivel guns, you have to aim for their bow where their powder storage is. Unfortunately, weak points are not something that occur easily. So, there are actually bonus objectives in the game that say target weak points. Go off it that way, which, if you don't know how to make them, they get to be difficult. So, yeah, it can be a real pain in the ass. That's not to say they aren't fun, and I certainly don't get excited for whenever I beat one of them. Nothing will beat in 3, in my opinion, just using a swivel gun and just casually, sinking a schooner.
A schooner.
Yeah, it's just sinking a gunboat with like the swivel guns. Just look over at a guy, be like, "Hey, nice boat." It's not a boat. Boom.
Nah.
Okay, where the fuck?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and this is a mire.
Yeah, it's kind of a swamp.
What you doing in my swamp? Okay.
What are you? When you accidentally hit the back door instead of the front,
Yeah.
and she screams, "What are you doing in my swamp?" Hey,
I am
real
just-
cool. I'm trying to see where the fuck this is, though.
Sorry, I was being reminded of this one video of Shrek talking about party games. And this wasn't a legitimate thing.
Is it on top of the fucking thing? Did I miss it somehow? Oh, there it is. There it
Right.
fucking is. Jesus
Right
Christ.
under the nose.
Ah, God. Go
Parkour.
up. Christ. There it fucking is.
Something was up
Yay.
there. Something abandoned long ago.
Please, for the love of God. Oh, okay, yeah, it's this one.
Hello. The moon. The fuck?
It's a landing module.
Oh. Oh, this is familiar.
Are you ready for some puzzles?
It looks like an eye.
Got it. These formidable weapons are weapons the adversaries of freedom plan to consolidate their territory, to exploit and control, and finally destroy. JFK. By the by, if we look over here. They have zoomies. We can see the Templar cross on this flag.
Oh my gosh. They were the Templars all along. It's like bringing a
Annoying you.
metal detector to the fucking moon.
So yeah, a little Templar flag. I'm gonna keep doing this. No, Okami is next to me watching Steven Universe is getting pissed off because this is annoying her.
Steven Universe is annoying.
You better find it.
And
Hey, I think I found something.
Shack deep underground.
someone dropped their ball.
Easy.
Hold on a sec. Babe. I already looked under there. I already looked under there. I already looked. I'm gonna... So angry. It'd be,
I'd
it'd
go
be
resolve
angry,
then.
searching angrily for the remote because of that.
Imagine if you were
'Cause it's
you
just
didn't realize you were
beeping.
sitting on it.
Oh no, we flipped over the couch like twice now, or at least I have. I've looked.
You check in the couch.
I have no idea. I have actually, yeah. That was funny. No, for me it's annoying because I'm hearing literally an echo from my own TV. Thankfully my mic doesn't pick it up, but it is actually kind of nauseating to listen to. Just Okami just losing her fucking mind over here. She is so mad about that. Just like ah!
What the fucking remote?
I have no idea. It could be anywhere. It could be in the bedroom, actually. It could be anywhere, babe. I've been losing shit all week. My brain has not been functioning right.
Maybe it's the goblins.
Might be. Might actually be gremlins. We don't know.
Oh yes, gremlins. Just play Snow White. They like that shit.
Might be the underpants gnomes. Hard to say.
Oh god, the underpants gnomes.
It might be them. They've
Or
come
could be
for
the
my
regular
underpants.
gnomes.
She is so mad. Just...
Push the captioning.
She is not happy right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is kind of annoying, but goddamn, I was not expecting that reaction. Just literally, in like 3 seconds, she literally rearranged the entire living room. It was hilarious. Just looking for the fucking remote to find the fucking mute button.
Reminds me of myself when I'm looking
Oh
for something
God.
very specific.
Oh, okay, here you go. She was not happy with that.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see those two naked.
Oh, they are naked.
Yes, I can already assume that they are the Adam and Eve. It just makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you're technically wrong.
He's a villain, yada yada yada. I'm making a naked man and a naked woman running from suffering.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's pretty good inference.
Too much.
I know my stuff.
Here! Over here!
Hold on.
Most intriguing. But why not just one?
Just loot this boat real quick.
Don't mind us. Oh, it looks like they mind.
Here! Over here!
They might indeed.
Ezio! Here! Over here!
Oh, hey, Leo.
Thank you, Ezio. You saved my life.
I did what had to be done. You would have done the same.
I doubt it. Bravery is not my strong suit. I owe you a debt, brother.
Di niente.
Like I said, I'm just over here laughing my ass off as just Okami is on the couch next to me losing her fucking mind.
Where's your
She's
pass?
like, fuck!
What
Where
pass?
the fuck is the beeping?
You don't have a pass.
You cannot enter Venezia
Sorry.
without a pass. Who invited you?
Nobody.
Basta! No pass, no entrance.
Don't worry, Leonardo. I'll come up with something.
Don't just stand there. I need help.
Why, hello, mother of 36. How are you? I'm kidding. She only has 15.
You can make it to 36.
By the by, I should probably mention,
Aiuto! Qualcuno mi faccia scendere.
there's actually parts of the story that were not included in the initial game. This is something that was included, but there is actually the Forley line that we're in. For this place is just Forley, and it's called the Horror Forley, and it is an actual DLC to this game.
Why does that make sense?
Non so nuotare.
Which, so eventually, after we got to a certain point, it just skipped ahead to the end, and they DLC'd in between.
DLC.
Yeah, and they added them later as DLCs. So
I wasn't.
I will say honestly,
Only to
not
help
doing
someone in
them
distress.
doesn't detract
Which
any
is
more from the story,
exactly
and
why
neither
you
does doing them
rest.
add to the story. But they are fun
You are
missions, and I'm not
Messer.
opposed to playing them.
Auditore, but please, call me Ezio.
I'm Caterina. Now, Ezio. We must find you suitable reward. Do you have any suggestions?
There is perhaps something you could help me with.
I'm all ears.
Yeah, the run mechanics in these games are not
Yes,
great.
signora. Whatever you say, signora.
He won't trouble you anymore. I
Alright,
took
check
care
my
of it.
mic.
Thank you, Caterina.
You're right.
Perhaps we'll see each other again. Should you ever find yourself in the city of Florida, it would be my
Hold on. Gotta make sure I have audio included. Yeah, I do, so.
Yeah, I was just
pleasure to welcome you.
because it sounded a little.
I look forward
Sound
to
a little
enjoying your
static.
hospitality.
I look forward to your hospitality. In the DLC, I look
Accept
forward
my
to
most
your
humble
hospitality.
apologies, Messere. Had I known.
It's quite all right, my friend.
But then again, the weird mic static usually happens because the internet connection.
To T-Bordo, oh boy.
Be careful, Ezio. Do you know who that was?
My next conquest.
I don't think so, Ezio. That's Caterina Sforza, daughter of the Duca di Milano. Her husband is...
Husband?
See, her husband is the Lord of Forli. That woman is as powerful and dangerous as she is young and beautiful.
Sempre come una donna per me.
Sounds like my kind of lady.
Ezio, destroyer of women.
I'm Ezio, the greatest
Everything all
player
right?
and of all.
Better than
of
all right.
all.
You're making amazing progress.
Amazing's quite a strong word.
Then why are we stopping?
Prolonged exposure to the Animus can have, side effects.
Awesome.
It's nothing to worry about.
Sooner
You
or
haven't
later, I'll
shown
start
any of
speaking
the
Spanish.
symptoms.
Symptoms? What symptoms?
Degradation of cognition, temporal hallucinations, multiple awareness issues, overlapping realities, you know.
So what you're saying is...
What we're saying, Desmond, is if you're not careful, you may not need the Animus to visit with your ancestors, which wouldn't be a bad thing, assuming you could control it. Up until now, though, no one has.
Subject 16.
We have safeguards, Desmond. And they kept him in the Animus for way too long, sometimes days at a time. We're being careful with you.
I hope so.
Anyway, I was hoping we could test out your skill retention. See if you've picked up some of Ezio's abilities.
I'm game.
Great. Meet me downstairs when you're ready.
Yay! I get to do this bullshit.
Finally,
And I don't have a
become an
HUD.
assassin.
I don't have a HUD because I'm Desmond Miles. Oop. Oh, I can't climb yet. Goddamn. Recruit Miles reporting for duty.
So what's the plan?
God damn it, Miles!
We're gonna see what you've managed to retain. Come on.
Yes, Drill Sergeant, I'm ready to run the gauntlet.
Abstergo's out there, looking for us. They're better funded and better equipped, so it's only a matter of time before they find this place. We
You
need to be
suck
ready
at
for them
giving
when they do.
speeches.
I want you to activate the warehouse's defense system. I'll let you figure out how to reach the sensors.
Oh, come on. Not even a hint?
Open your eyes, Desmond.
Oh, fuck. Whoa,
Oh my gosh.
okay.
Lucy? I'm seeing
So much for those
things.
safeguards.
Do the hallucinations last longer than 30 seconds?
Oh, I'm hearing the static.
No.
Then it's nothing to be worried about. It'll pass.
I gotta get your TV's on.
Nope. I'm hearing
So-
it in my mic.
How am I doing?
You've picked up every single one of Ezio's skills. The adoption rate is fantastic.
How the fuck would you know?
Another day or two and we'll be done.
Maybe she's an assassin.
Like, but this is just parkour. We haven't done any sort of combat drill. We're training for that, so how the fuck would you know?
Does training count for ghost horses?
I mean, I don't think ghost horses technically... I think we were trying to avoid the ghost horses, if I could be honest with you.
As long as none of them are the headless horsemen.
It's like that fucking meme where that guy's doing something incredibly stupid, but albeit well, and you got that one guy's like, my god, it's Jason Bourne. It's kind of what this is. It's kind of what this is.
Fucking parkour idiots and jump across buildings.
You're gonna hate this, but I actually used to do that. Used to do that when I was younger.
Were you up on skyscrapers as well?
Oh hell no, but they were apartment complexes. It was just quicker that way.
Okay.
All right, you gotta tell me.
Skyscraper
Why
bullshit is
Why
terrifying.
I mean, we could have just gone back to
I
Altair
look at that as idiotic. So
Followed
the
him
point
during
of
his early
parkour, honestly, is to get from point A to point B,
Ah,
without like
good old
saying, like,
Subject
for example,
16. He
instead of
repainted my
trying to
room
navigate my way
with
around
his
shit like
blood.
this,
I'd been
and
going
you know,
through his
serpentine
files.
through here,
Maybe
the idea of
flagged
it
a couple
is
of
just
his
instead of going around,
sessions.
just going
A bunch
over,
of
right?
different ancestors, different dates and locations. Ancient
I've always
Africa,
looked at
the
it
Middle
like,
East,
if you're gonna
but
use
towards the
this,
end,
at least
he
have a
became obsessed
destination
with
in mind that
Italy.
is meaningful.
I think he
You know,
knew about the vault.
Trespassing and going to the
Fallout.
top of a fucking like a
A
skyscraper
few of
and
the
just
records
being
of his
like,
later animus
yeah, I got up
sessions
here because I could. Cool,
sessions
dumbass.
that were
You realize that
After
this is
everything
incredibly
the Templars
dangerous, and there
put
was
him
no
through.
point to coming up here at all,
After
right? There was nothing you needed to do up
I
here.
put him through.
Almost as dangerous as setting up a fucking crane
If we
on
hadn't
top of a
pushed the 16
skyscraper.
so hard, we'd have the answers.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe he'd still be alive.
Then again, those guys do that shit almost all the time.
Well, I mean, and look, like, the Union... Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Sometimes the Union is just really corrupt anymore, but, like, they started out with good intentions because before... Like, you had a tightrope walk with, like, a full gear sack. Like, a full gear pack over, like, the fucking, like... You'd be tightrope walking over, like, an 85 fucking foot drop. With, like, swaying... With shit just swaying on your back. Like, in the wind, it'd be like fucking,
So
like,
you're
you know,
after
building
the Codex
skyscrapers
and
like
the
that
vault.
without a safety harness or anything, so if you fall, you just die.
And yet, some people are crazy enough to sit on a beam.
Well, I mean, you gotta think, sitting on a beam is probably the most stable part of your life at that point.
Just having lunch on there.
Well, I mean, dude, like I know that's like an iconic photo, but you gotta think these guys have been up there all fucking day. With no safety harness.
They're just sort of used to it.
Tightrope walking with all this shit at this point. Yeah, you're probably used to it, and that's probably the safest part of your day at this point. Like, and unions have really gotten corrupt, though. Like, the whole point of them was, like, to help the workers, and now it's just helping the people who work for the union, and it's just kind of gross, actually. Or at least I seem to think so. I believe so, because, you know, it's... Fuck corruption, but it's just me.
Yeah. And when people do know shit like that, usually some people try to fix said shit.
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't always work, though, unfortunately. Good intentions aren't always... Well, what is the old saying? The road to hell is often paved in good intentions. Not to say you shouldn't definitely do something about that, or we shouldn't, but still, it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, but now it's kind of devolved into something really stupid. Like, one of my favorite ones is that, did you know our automotive industry has actually suffered because of our
You were
unions?
just as much a prisoner as I was.
Like, right now that I believe the Japanese automotive industry is ahead of American is because of... So they use outdated American practices. And they're outdated because our unions made them outdated. For example, one of the things they do, if you work in a Japanese plant as a welder, you're almost guaranteed to never really lose your job. Unless you decide, you know, just to not work and do shit like that, then yeah, you're probably gonna lose your fucking job. But Here's what I mean, right? Say, for example, I'm Desmond. I'm Mr. Miles. I'm a welder. Oh no, they shut down my line. What do? The plant employee isn't going to come up to you and go, hey man, you got to go home. We can't pay you. Get lost. No, they're going to be like, hey man, here's a broom. Sweep slag.
They just gave me different jobs.
I still have a job, and I can still support my family. And when that line opens up again, I will be brought back to that line to do the job that I signed up for at my regular rate.
I don't see why that method isn't still used.
Because our unions decided that they didn't want to fucking sweep slag, so they hired out to contractors, which honestly doesn't really help the workers much. It just helps out the company because that company now has to pay less for fucking janitorial, or what is essentially janitor work.
In the end, all they think about is the bottom line.
Well, again, this was the union's idea. This was like the power of the people rising up. The power of the people rising up to do the right thing and help employee. Hey,
worker
hello.
safety and all that.
Yeah. Hold on. Hey, isn't this? Ooh. It's that bitch from. It's that bitch from Jerusalem. It's that bitch from Jerusalem before we went on that warpath with our master. Why the fuck are the horses though?
What?
She sees some in the horses apparently. Oh shit.
Where am I? It's...
Oh, hello?
That must be his target.
This is
I must have passed out. Just having some kind of weird dream. Going without sleep for who knows how long. Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Going in the Amis is like having a dream, just more surreal.
Kinda. Yeah. That's a good point.
Sometimes I get similar dreams. I'd rather not to remember them. I've seen some crazy shit. And again, it is my own mind.
Oop. Oh, thank God, I can't take damage.
Yeah, you would think you would not be scared of shit anymore, but then again, I still sometimes get nightmares.
Yeah. It happens.
I just say I saw some scary shit recently.
It happens though, dude. They put me on anxiety meds for a while back, and let's put it this way: I had some of the most realistic nightmares I think I've ever had in my fucking life. Like, at one point, I'm pretty sure I almost killed my cat by mistake, so I need to explain that one.
Oh.
When I say nightmares that are so realistic that I could feel everything down to, like, the sweat on my brow and the emotions that I was feeling in them, like, they were pretty bad. One of them, I was cornered and getting ready to fight for my fucking life, and I basically snapped, like, in dream. Like, it was so bad, I'm pretty sure my subconscious caused my fucking leg to move. And I was living at my apartment at the time, and I hit, like, my foot hit the ground right next to my fucking cat, poor Strange, and so fucking hard that quite literally I got a noise complaint from my apartment complex, because apparently this happened at 3 in the morning, and my foot hit the ground so hard that there are people on the first floor, so I lived on the 3rd floor, people on the 1st floor felt it.
That's one strong leg.
That was quite literally a knee-jerk reaction to a fight-or-flight response. Like, I actually knocked shit off my walls with that one. I was not happy with it. I'm like, and I woke up like, oh my God, is my cat okay? Where's my cat? Where's my fuzzy buddy? Hello?
It's the woman from Acre.
Is it me you're looking for?
Maria, yeah. I wonder what he wants with her. Whoa, alright, wasn't expecting that.
Do it, Altair. Assassinate that pussy. Yeah. God damn, she looks sad.
Wait a second. Why aren't I following Altair? I'm stuck here with Maria? Oh Oh shit. That must be
Yeah.
one weird dream.
Ooh my.
Yep, so we know what happened to Altair, or at least he passed his lineage down. Hey, sexy. You gonna take that horse cock over there, or are you gonna get up or take that horse cock, or you just... Okay, I understand. The horse cock is intimidating, and I understand why you'd run.
Oh, I guess
Sorry to
we
barge
passed
in on you
out.
like this, but it's getting late and we were... Hey, you okay?
Yeah, all good. Weird dreams, that's all.
Alright. I'll let you get ready. See you in a few.
Ah, good of you to join us.
Sorry, long night.
What a professional approach.
Leave him alone.
Well, you'll forgive me if I want to get some actual work done. Madness, isn't it?
Sean, please, that's enough.
All right.
Fuck you, Sean.
Alright. Actually, I like Sean. Sean's pretty fucking dope.
I had to agree. I just wanted to say that.
Sean in 3 especially has some of the best character lines I think are out there. They're pretty good.
What was that good? Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt in the cutscene, but I had a similar dream after, like, I had this broken leg, like, over a decade ago.
Yeah.
And then when I got my leg fully healed, I would sometimes have dreams to where I would actually break my leg. Like, it felt so real that my leg twitched and wakes me up.
Oof.
It
This was for me like a genuine like fight or flight response. It was crazy, and like I guess like my fucking brain was like, kick now, asshole, and I was like, oh, like wake up, and I just hit the ground hard enough to the point where my fucking first floor neighbors felt their fucking walls rattle.
Obviously, I don't get those dreams anymore. Still remember them though, with quite the impression.
Yep. Hold on. Later, Leo. I gotta do something else.
You ever have those nightmares where you feel powerless and there's like weird creatures that are like chasing you?
No, I don't have
Like
anti-nightmares. Usually, I don't.
No.
Like I said, I had to stop taking the fucking anxiety medication because I was like, dude, I am having I am having some of the worst fucking nightmares out there, and I'm actually scared to go to sleep.
The cycle, to tell the
I was like, I want to take those meds if I ever had that situation.
I've got to keep thinking through the headaches.
Oh boy, the inventor.
I like an inventor.
The economic transmission of power throughout all surpassing importances. Oh, hey, speaking of which, it's Nikola Tesla.
Ironic, because they
It's
finished
fun because of Close to the
Sun.
Yeah.
Well, like a month ago.
Will bring peace and harmony on Earth. Yeah.
Oh yes, the light bulb.
I guess Australia does not get power.
Oh, they have enough sunlight.
Oh. Greenland gets it, but the land of Oz does not.
What, nothing for Japan?
Oh, I forgot. Up there. Well, no, Japan's covered.
Oh, okay. Oh, the tower.
Oh, there's the box.
He found it in Croatia.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
He found it in Croatia. They would find it in his lab.
It's in his pants.
It's in Croatia, and they would find it in his lab. as fucked up as it sounds, I have an advantage here because I already know most of these puzzles because I have had to solve these puzzles blindly before, and they are not fun to solve blindly.
Why does that sound familiar? Yeah, probably me.
Probably. Like I said, I know where most of them are, and I know most of the puzzles. It's just the codex rules that are the ones that really fuck me up.
Yeah. I could probably figure them out. I like wheels.
No, the one with the Caesar shift. The Caesar cipher.
I was gonna make bits where I keep the first wheel with me.
Ooh.
So that's how I got it.
Titans of Industry. Unlock the file.
Ooh.
Oh,
it's
Edison.
my industry.
It's Thomas Edison. 4 equals
Ooh.
1.
I like... I don't know what those are, but I do like the designs.
They're not bad.
Did I ever say that I'm a bit of a nut for this kind of thing?
I mean, no, yeah, I don't believe you have.
I like technology.
Shit.
I especially like seeing the old stuff. Like, I'm a steampunk fan. I like the Tesla coil. I even like Da Vinci's old inventions.
Yeah, okay.
I just
Actually,
find
I
them
don't know
very intuitive. You gotta respect the
2,
classics.
4.
That, and I admire
Still
them like
0.
a madman.
There we go, I got it. To Thomas Edison, a serious matter has come up, by the way. Cutting researches for his... Okay.
Sincerely yours. I can't read in cursive.
Edison created electricity,
Oh yes, capitalism.
JP Morgan revokes funding to Tesla. Let's go to the electric chair to prove the... Edison invents the electric chair. Proves the danger of current by electrocuting a circus elephant.
Ooh. They actually used the footage.
I'm actually kind of surprised that they did that.
Hey look, extreme animal abuse.
Okay, yeah,
They
just...
wanted everyone to know the secret, to set us all free. They used it to drive him insane.
That is a very glowy ball.
It is a piece of Eden.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You compensating, sir? They're born independent. Oh yes, the car, the automobile.
That's Ford. I have no fucking clue. This is the parts that get me fucking just irritated with this shit. You want to look up what the Caesar shift is for this one so I can at least solve it?
Try 139.
Hold on. Nope. Remember, I do not have numbers that I can really use, so... Or to guess, say it's here. Only because of the number 2 and the symbol. is just... There it is.
Oh.
I raised their pay to $5 a day when in fact I gave them a pay cut. I'd let the piece even go as per instructions. It shipped it to Europe. H has it, I assumed. Soon the war will begin. It can purge. It'll be used to purge Europe for good and end it with a bang as planned. Out with the chaos of war on New World Order. Picture Florida, have some of yours, Henry Ford.
So many Templars.
There are a lot.
Oh, look who joined us.
Mr. Metz, how are you, my good man? We will murder a man in Vegas to watch him bleed, and then we will join you for the finales
Of the first part of Halo Wars. The first Halo Wars, I mean.
I will go ahead and start with this guy, with this cat over here. Actually, I think I'm just going to save Rosa and then we're going to call it. Yeah, it's about an hour stream. It's not too bad.
We have made the progress.
Buongiorno e ben arrivato. I'm Elvise.
Bro, he looked like he ready to square up. He walked up like he was getting ready to knuckle up with Ezio for some reason. Motherfucker walked up like a GTA character. Hey, you talking to me, you bitch?
Come, I will show you her wonders.
Cool.
Our first stop, the Rialto Bridge.
That always reminds me of my first time playing a GTA game. I remember that the only thing I remember is that I was driving a bus and inside someone's drive-through.
Oh yeah.
Here we are, San Giacomo di Rialto.
I was not allowed to play GTA games for a good reason.
Beautiful. And her clock tower.
Because I was little.
Come, there's more to see.
Reminder that this was like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, I know.
No other city can match the size of Venezia's markets, be it spices or silk, from near and far. There is...
You were told to stay home, but the rent is paid. I have every right to sell here. Emilio disagrees. No, stop!
Let us continue the tour.
The fish.
Not his merchant stand. Oh no.
What do those fish ever do to you, man?
Indeed. Gonna do the thing.
Look, isn't it amazing? Would you mind buying it for me? I left my money with my bags.
Hey, mind your step, Corleone.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Those sons of bitches. I thought we were gonna chase them.
Nah.
And here we have the Palazzo della Seta, home to Emilio Barbarigo. Normally I'd suggest a closer look, but with the way things are now...
Why? What's happened?
He is attempting to unify the merchants beneath a single banner. There's been resistance, some of it violent.
What kind of resistance?
They say they're fighting for the people, for freedom or some such nonsense. Baggianate, if you ask me.
How is it freedom when you force people under one
They
banner?
destroyed my stand. I demand compensation.
Here you are, then.
The Doge will know about this. I'll report you to the council.
Good luck with that, my friend.
What are you doing?
You're under arrest for disrupting commerce.
What? You just invented that. There's no such law.
There is now.
No, stop!
Well, shit. Really shouldn't have said anything. Just reported them quietly.
Yeah, I would have done that quietly, to be honest.
Seemed like the smarter move.
When I watched them go through, and I would stand there smiling.
Like, dude, the guards literally just. Why would you go up to the guards?
And
though?
now,
That's like
I
my
present
question.
to you your workshop, Sir Da Vinci.
It wasn't smart, obviously.
Spared no expense in its design.
Clearly.
You'll see, it is perfect, as if you never left Firenze. I wish you great success, and hope you enjoy Venezia as much as she
I
enjoys
do
having
feel
you.
like those guards will come visiting Da Vinci soon.
So, here we are.
You know, you can actually fail the
Exciting,
QTs.
isn't it? Care to come in?
Maybe later. I need to visit the Palazzo della Seta.
But they are
And
called
gain an audience
QTs for a
with Emilio.
reason.
As you wish. But should you find yourself with free time, or another codex page, don't hesitate to visit. My door is always open.
Grazie, my friend.
Di
Like,
nulla.
if I hit the wrong button, I just won't hug him. I would not give him a hug. I just stand there awkwardly.
Why is that a thing?
Emilio Barbario.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Titan of Venetian industry, terror of the underworld. Aided by his powerful family, he cornered the market through smart business practices such as edging out the competition and lobbying the government. He funded the
As one
Venetian
does.
police force almost single-handedly, keeping the streets safe from crime and his finances tax-free. Emilio claims to be a supporter of the Republic. The problem is, once you own the police force, voting becomes, well, inefficient. As does, you know, opposition.
Ugh. So, old man go to the power, gotcha.
I found this awesome place for you to explore and practice your skills. Santa Maria dei Frari.
We didn't have enough of those lately.
Hold on, I gotta round over here.
Come, don't be shy. I only aim to heal. The quality of our
Only aim to heal and possibly to kill.
following the increase in accidents and drownings upon.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna save
bards.
Rosa and then we're gonna call it. Because there's like 4 whole missions before I can actually almost 5 whole fucking missions before I can actually kill this old man.
Oof, that's fair.
How best to get inside? Scale the wall and... Oh, that's not good.
And this
Never
is
made
one
that
of the
jump.
longer
To find
segments
another
because
way.
it's based on the speed of NPCs.
Oh,
I remember you.
We need to go!
You never did apologize for knocking me over.
Now!
Va bene, where to?
The water!
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
There! On him!
oh. Hasn't been an hour yet, and you started a fight with the local law enforcement.
It wasn't me, it was Rosa. I didn't do that.
Stab, stab, stab!
Just gonna rip that off the wall so I don't have people fucking looking
And
for
then we
me.
have posters of you everywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Better off on my own.
Do not harm that lady.
Better
Hey
off on
now.
my own.
Hey now, don't shake the light bulb.
Goddamn archers!
Yes, they have the ability to stab from very far away. I'm actually quite envious of them, to be honest.
Goddamn archers!
Imagine a hidden blade that launches blades. Like an automatic knife launcher.
Goddamn archers!
Seems like something those disgusting French people would come up with during their little revolution. You know, that was about importing equal treatment, fairness, and they ended up settling on a fucking dictator. You know that one?
I never really bother into politics.
It's not politics. It's just history.
Goddamn archers!
Well, I don't like looking into history as much. It's very negative.
Titan, that is like the third dumbest thing I think I've ever heard you say, buddy. That's pretty up there, buddy. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I know.
Now! I'll write you back. Who wants to die first?
I prefer the old adage, those who do not know history are simply doomed to repeat it.
Okay, that is fair.
Man, push that guy off.
It's surprised how dumb people are, even when they know history.
Yep. No, so the French Revolution was the whole idea of, like, why do we have a monarch and why do we have one guy calling all the shots? And they, after basically turning an entire country into what I can only describe as the fucking Hunger Games, they ended on a dictator. I'm not joking.
That must have sucked.
Well, I mean, Napoleon was actually pretty well liked amongst the French, so not really.
They're getting closer.
And also because the guy they had before that was just beheading people by like the hundreds.
Okay, that makes sense.
Quickly, they're getting closer.
If I ever wanted to visit Paris, the only reason would be to get up on that Eiffel Tower.
I would like a tour of the top of the Eiffel Tower, if I'm going to be honest. I would not be opposed to it.
World landmarks are a beautiful thing.
Feast on my leg.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I would not go near the pyramids, though.
I also hate that in Unity there's literally a World War I cutscene where you're just climbing the Eiffel Tower for a reason we don't know why.
What do you
also,
mean
I failed to understand how the fuck I got into World War I.
Now is not the time for small talk. Are you blind? Ezio, what are you doing?
Because Master Spies. That's how. That were Templars, apparently.
Those bruises will aid
They try to put up. Excuse me, sorry to break your shit.
I like how in the actual narrative there were assassins and Templars on both sides trying to end the war because they found it to be disruptive to their operations. Like, yeah, check out. But they didn't add that shit. They didn't add that lore until Syndicate, unfortunately, which I'm okay with. Like, Syndicate was the apology for
Forget about me.
It was actually pretty decent.
It was good. It was good. Like
It was the first Assassin's Creed not to include a multiplayer.
Not to include a multiplayer?
Yeah.
So, I would disagree with you because 2's original does not have a multiplayer.
Well, it's an expert. When it was made for newer gens,
and Brotherhood was the first one to have a multiplayer.
Yes.
That is my only correction to that, but yes, it is one of the first ones in the newer games that did not have a multiplayer. You are correct.
Do you require a medical assistant?
But still,
I
do like the fact that the two oldest and worst enemies of two factions actually try to work together to end a war that was.
Well, this was for they did the same
sucking.
thing for like lore-wise. They mentioned they did the same thing for both World War I and II. But you find this out at the end of Syndicate. and it was only because they didn't want to have one side getting too much power. The assassins because they're against people having power for reasons we don't know, and the Templars because it would detract from the power that they already have. So yeah, they were technically working together, though not really, and not through any sort of altruism.
Careful.
It was better than nothing, at least.
Yeah. I'll give you that. That is the case. Again, I will reiterate my stance on what Syndicate is, which is Unity's apology letter. Also, I hated most of the... For what it's worth, I hated most of the missions with Jacob Fry. The ones with Evie were fun.
Kills.
No, because all of his fucking bonus objectives were do not be detective, be stealthy. Do not be detected, do not be detected, be stealthy. And I'm like, he's not a fucking stealth character. He's not a fucking stealth character. Why the fuck am I trying to play high? Why the hell am I trying to not make water splash by throwing a brick into the ocean? Like, please explain.
They're all over the rooftops. Do something quickly.
Like, Jacob Fry is basically a brick. He is the hammer. He is not the scalpel. Evie is the scalpel.
It's the hammer. Folks, take my picture.
I'm just going to these guys in the water. They can't
swim.
Yeah.
Unlike you. But you should be wearing heavier clothing than what they're wearing.
I am the only swimmer allowed to exist inside of all of Italia. I am the best swimmer in all of Italy.
Just don't try to do a swan dive.
I can do one.
You just do a belly flop. And belly flops are not usually great. Like flappers on water, most painful shit.
Hold on. Go that way. And I know a lot of people like Unity, and that's fine. Actually, you want to hear something funny? Loki tried to tell me I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about because I said Unity, you shit.
Nothing. He likes Unity.
Because he's shit. That's why.
Well, it's kind of like how I talk about
I'll tell you what, if you've never played Assassin's Creed or know anything about the storyline thus far, it's a good game. If you do, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's not great. If you knew, so basically, I look at like my gripes with Unity, and it's not that well, for one, it was released in a very shitty way because I had to buy an entirely new console just to play the fucking thing. So for one, fuck you for that. For two, only to find out that it was so fucking broken that it was actually unplayable. For two, literally goes against pretty much every bit of lore that exists in-game to that point. And Arno is literally just what I would only describe as a character is just a whiny little shit.
I can't. A company that didn't know shit about Assassin's Creed.
Well, no. So the guy who did a lot of the original storyboards and drafting was not present for this for Unity. So they didn't really even pay attention to his notes at all or anything. And it was made by a bunch of people who've never played a single Assassin's Creed game. Don't get me wrong, the parkour element is really good. The combat is meh.
It sounds like fucking...
The stealth is... I want to say it wasn't executed great. It was not. It was a good idea. It was not. It wasn't executed that, well, it wasn't done well. I'm pretty sure Dragon can attest to that too.
No. This is starting to sound familiar.
It was
Can't you see I'm
They tried
bleeding?
something new. It was not executed well.
It failed miserably.
It did.
Hey.
So much so that
Wake
the
up.
syndicate failed because people were scared to buy Syndicate. I was scared to buy Syndicate because I had just got off the hype train of 3.
Princess.
I need to explain. I got off the hype train off of fucking like in games in order. Okay, Revelations, fucking dope.
Over here.
Assassin's Creed 3, even better. 4, fucking amazing. Unity. Like, you understand why I was like, when Syndicate came out, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know about this.
I don't know, man.
Antonio,
This reminds me of
make
how
yourself useful. Clear a space for her.
Hasbro had to
Put her
shut
down
down
there.
High Moon Studios during the fucking Cybertron series Transformers. Because if you've heard about Rise of the Dark Spark, you would understand.
I have not.
They had to get a different team to work on Rise of the Dark Spark that knew nothing about the previous games.
Just get this out of me.
Soon. Let's have a look first.
Because it was supposed to be a prequel and a sequel between War for Cybertron and Fall of
Rosa, we
Cybertron.
must take care of
That's not great.
Come vuoi. Tenetela.
Which also technically counts as a sequel because it takes place in like years in the future on Earth and all that.
Sorry, piccola.
Sorry! Ficcatelo nel culo, you're sorry!
You're sorry if your
Bianca, be
ass.
quick. Help me with this.
How?
Take a clean piece of linen.
Ooh.
When I remove my hand, press the cloth into her wound. Are you ready? Now. Ben Falco, you work well under pressure. She's spirited this one.
Porca puttana!
Avanti. Get Rosa inside so that Bianca can close the wound. You'll be all right.
I'm off on this
The
one.
worst is past.
Ti venissi il cancero, brutto bastardo!
I hope you catch the plague, you
Te la
bastard.
grandissima troia di tua madre!
You and your whore mother.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Rosa is most dear to me.
Rose is a fucking. Rose is a
I've
fucking.
always had a soft spot for
You got
women in
some
distress.
thorns
So I've
on
heard.
them thighs.
Don't look so surprised. We know all about you, Ser Ezio. Your work in Florence and the rest of Tuscany. Good work, too. If a little unrefined.
Then you know why I'm in Venezia.
I can guess. When you have a minute, come see me in my office. There's something we should discuss.
So yeah. That's gonna call it, but yeah, I'm glad to have these discuss. Actually, you know what? Hold on.
I like her.
Yeah, she's cool. Rosa is pretty dope. God, I got a lot of money in that fucking chest.
But I do have another. I do have like 3 favorite characters besides. In Assassin's Creed 4, I have 3 favorite characters. Fucking Edward's on top, obviously, of course.
Oh yeah. Well, like, dude, like
I'll
you
tell you
get
the
what I
rest when we
mean,
get to
though.
that
You
point.
get what I mean, though. Like, the hype train was so fucking real there, and then Unity, and it just felt like it fucking.
Yeah.
It didn't just fucking derail, dude. It crashed and fell tits up. I don't know how it happened.
This is why you should have a team that actually knows what the fuck they're doing.
Well, no, it was same team, just different director, and the director just did not want to hear what the team had to say. So it was just, it's whatever.
Sorry, I was still thinking about Rise of the Dark Spark.
Oh yeah. Just entirely different director, and like it's funny though because the guy who I believe I can't remember his name, when he came back from Unity, basically said that my job in Syndicate is to fix what Unity fucked up. He was not happy with it.
So would Unity count as non-canon?
Unfortunately.
Oh yes. Oh yes. When I saw the Destroyer of World line, I knew what was gonna happen.
Okay, I have to try to figure out what the fuck this pattern is, but okay.
So yes, triangles, circles, squares.
3, 4. It's gonna be 5. Okay, that makes more sense. Circle, square.
That's right, it goes in the square hole. habits.
I don't blame you, it's kind of funny. And number 9 is just a triangle.
I will drag all those chokes to the ground if I have to.
Yay! I did it! Holy fuck, dude. Most of the time I've had a guide by this point. I've just gotten familiar with what to look for. Uh-oh.
Yes, Oppenheimer.
Whee! So broken bloody, I'll have to call you Oppenheimer.
Gee. Yeah, that got dark.
Hey, the file.
I didn't know it was radiated.
Yay, Geiger counter noises.
Well, I guess I'm sterile.
Pretty much.
It's not like I plan to have kids
Alright, my
anyway.
invention murdered so many. I'm the worst human. I'm like, dude, you knew what this was.
To be fair, why would you work on it?
Prego. Can I
Alright,
offer you something?
I'll just set us up for this next stream, and I'll call this one.
What's cafe? An interesting
It's a
concoction brought to
pistachio.
me by a Turk merchant. Here, have a taste.
D.
That is a drug.
A little bitter if you ask me. Just seems lacking somehow. I don't know. Have you considered adding sugar maybe? Or latte?
I suppose it's something of an acquired taste. Enough about that. Now where were we? Our failure at the Palazzo cost us dearly. It will take time to recover. No doubt Emilio will use this post to strengthen his defenses and continue his oppression of the district. You may not share our motive, but I know you share our goal.
Why not gather your forces and try again?
To act in haste would only bring more losses. No, we must resupply and draw new plans.
Can ill afford to sit around and wait.
Nor would I want you to.
Jesus.
Work with us instead. Already my men begin to mend today's wounds. Seek them out. They'll put you to work. The sooner you aid them, the sooner we can strike.
Molto bene, messere. I accept.
It is the right decision.
Alright, I think that's gonna call it.
This has been a very interesting stream.
Yeah, unfortunately nobody got stabbed. I mean, last stream we killed like 5 people.
Anyway, you stabbed quite a few people, just not anyone important.
I mean,
And
yeah.
this one is a bystander by accident. Don't
Yeah,
think I didn't know this.
that was actually an accident. I was trying not to bring it up. Oops. Oh, I pumped the thing. Anyway.
I saw it,
gonna
but
be-
I forgot to mention it earlier.
No, you're fine. I know what I did. I know what I did. I'm a cold-blooded monster. Anyway, that's gonna
It's
call the
not like
stream,
you've been
everybody.
doing it.
That's gonna call the stream, everybody. Thank you very much.
Yay.
Thank you very much for coming out and watching, if you are. And